So, heading out of Whitchurch town centre. This is the end, or the start, of the canal. So, pretty sure we walk down here to a little manual bridge and then cross the canal to the other side. Beautiful morning, beautiful. So here we go. So there's approximately about 3 miles along the canal now until we turn off, we bear off left. So see you soon. So this is Brindley Brook Locks. I think I've got that right. Staircase of I think it's three locks. A little bit of a cafe here, close to the end. We're only about a mile in, but if you were parked for an ice cream or something, Brindley Brook Locks. And as you walk around the corner, you realise that there's some more locks. I tell you what, it's lovely and quiet. Mind you, it is only 5:45 in the morning. As you can see, absolutely glorious morning. Something like a 4% chance of rain. Generally, as soon as I put my rucksack on, that turns into about 60. But we'll see how we get on. So we're a couple of miles out of Whitchurch town now, still on the canal. Lovely temperature, and the mist, I don't know if you can see it, but the mist on the canal there is gorgeous. So here we are at the lock. Sign. I presume this is a pub. Not quite sure actually. Anyway, this is where we leave the canal and we head over to Beast and Frodsham. Cow territory. Morning. So, 5.5 miles in, and we're at Bickley Hall Farm. That 4% chance of rain turned into 100% chance of rain about 5 minutes ago, but it's cleared up pretty quick. Lot of dew, feels very wet, anticipated that, so spare socks, etc. We'll see how we get on. Not seen a soul yet. Lovely. Morning. Come on, girls. Come on. Come on. Move, cow. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good cow. Bit stubborn this morning. Well, you're going to have to move. Please. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Oh, bit of road. So, 7.5 miles in now. So another couple of miles and we should be at the foot of Bickerton Hill, I think. Beautiful. Now there's obviously quite a few road sections. Not massive, but there's a few. When you've been traipsing through wet grass for the last 5 miles, it's actually quite nice. It is still early. I think it's about 7:45 now. Set off at 5, didn't we? So not doing too bad. Terrain's going to get a bit hilly soon. But we're plodding, not going daft. I normally walk at probably about 3.4 miles to every hour. I'm purposely trying to slow this one down today because it's the longest walk I've ever done. So I'm trying to slow it down to about 3.1. Doesn't sound a lot, but just backing off that little bit. I'm just hoping it's going to give me the extra distance that I need. Time will tell. So, pretty sure that's Michael Owen's stables. Apparently he's a footballer, or was, even. So, I'm just exiting Michael Owen's land. And after all those fields behind, the inevitable has happened. Now I've got spare socks, but I've actually got 2 pairs of spare socks. But the boots are wet, and they're going to stay wet. So the plan is to wring these out until they get to the bottom of Bickerton Hill, which is probably only about 3/4 of a mile, and I don't think there's any more fields. So then I can start to use the dry socks. So, snack time again. Pretty sure we're about a mile off Bickerton Hill now. Probably 3/4 of a mile from the base of it. The plan is once I'm in Bickerton Hill country, is to put a fresh pair of socks on, because these socks are wet through. The water's found its way in, the boots are waterproof, but 6 miles of fields and wet towpath, it finds its way in. So, catered for that, got spare socks. So, finish me nuts and crack on. So, we're at the entrance to Bickerton Hill. So, effectively, I think it's just 9 miles to here from Whitchurch. That's the flat bit done. So, Bickerton Hill next. Right, so at the top of Bickerton Hill. Seen a couple of dog walkers now, but it's pretty quiet really. Where are we up to time wise? So it's 10 to 9. Now we're 10.2 miles in. Just stunning. Beautiful. Give me the shock of my bloody life when I walk around the corner and saw that. Still on Bickerton Hill. Sandstone, believe it or not. Lots of undulations on here. Up, down, up, down, up, down, that sort of thing. But we're doing alright. Wind's picked up. Really picked up. But we're okay. Right, so we're just at Rawhead. Not been here before. I've walked lots of the Sandstone Trail, but not all of it. This is Stunning. I'm hoping the path goes round to that. So Rawhead, we're, I think it's 12 miles in now from Whitchurch. On schedule-ish. Might have a stop soon. Have a sputty. Catch you soon. So Rawhead, I'm pretty sure this is the highest point on the trail. Supposed to be a really good view from there, but looks a bit overgrown. Have a look. Yeah. So we're still on Rawhead, just coming down now. Quite a drop at the side, goes down for quite a way that. Lovely scenery. This is obviously a really prominent part of the ridge. Lots of paths shooting off, really nice. We're about 12.5 miles in now, so roughly 5 miles to the cafe at Beeston. Looking forward to that stop. Looking forward to a coffee. Didn't bring a flask. Trying to keep weight down. There's plenty of liquid, plenty of water, plenty of electrolyte, food, but caffeine. I know you can get tablets, but sometimes you just want to brew a nice coffee. Temperature's lovely, still misty in places, and a little bit of drizzle on the horizon, but other than that, not done too bad. Very dry underfoot now, which is good. Wouldn't like to do this in winter, depths of winter. That wouldn't be fun. So we're in Bulkley Hillwood. Or was it Buckley Hill? I think it was Bulkley. Lots of runners now. I've seen quite a lot of people running in this section. I might be wrong here, but I think there's a 17-mile section of it that used to be run or is run. I think some people do run it all, but so that's Beeston Castle. Probably looks further away than it is. Really interesting place. What's really interesting for me is at the bottom there, in about half a mile down here, is a cafe that sells coffee. I've got water, I've got nuts, I've got jelly babies, but one thing I haven't got is coffee. So 16.5 miles in now, so nearly at the halfway point. I'm going to stop for a sandwich and a coffee at Beeston Castle car park, and there's a little farm shop outlet type thing there, No toilets or anything, but they do sell sandwiches and bacon butties and bits and pieces. I'm really looking forward to a large coffee. See you soon. So over this wall is Beeston Castle, but we don't want that. We want what's at the end of here, which is caffeine. So I've not been here, but there's a little, oh, it's right there. So oh, brilliant. Coffee. So Beeston Castle car park is just in front of us. That's where we'll be going. And so refueled at Beeston Castle Cafe, and now for the next 17 miles. Really starting to warm up now, so hopefully it's not going to be any rain. Don't want it too warm, but we're halfway through. 7 hours now after the stop, so 17 mile. Been moving, well, not moving, but we've been out since 5. It's now 12 o'clock, smack on, so exactly where we want to be time wise. So with a few more stops, because we're not going to break a neck, another 7 hours to Frodsham. Got a few niggles, feet, knee, but nothing serious, so we're going to keep plodding, taking my time. So we're on Pudding Lane. I could do the bloody pudding now. Nice big lump of cheesecake. Anyway, a little bit of road, not far. Just down to the bottom there. Don't mind a bit of time, I can walk, it's alright at times. Feet are starting to ache a little bit. Not much, just a bit. Feeling confident. Past the halfway mark now, so we're at 18.5 miles in. So, counting down. Always good counting down the mileage. It's much better watching it go. Counting it up to the halfway point is hard work. Counting it down, I know it's the same distance, but it's just mentally easier. Well, it is for me anyway. So we've left the hills over there. That's Beeston. Not sure if you can see it very well on the camera. Peckforton. So that's where we've come. Now we're predominantly on just pasture. Oh, a bit of crop here. So pretty flat now to Gresty's Waste, I think. Gresty's Waste is about, I think we've done 20 miles now. Sorry about the camera. So it's 4.5 miles to Gresty's Waste. Now, I'll let you into a secret now. Gresty's Waste is just a couple of miles away from home. And I've kind of set this up as a fail in one respect, and that's because I didn't ever know whether I'd make this walk or not, because I've not kind of walked this distance. I've done some good walks, but not this in one day. So my landmark where I wanted to get to was Gresty's Waste. Now I'm approaching it. I'm probably an hour and 20 away from it, hour and a half away from it. I'm kind of thinking that I can go for the full lot, but when you set your goal too low, what I don't want to do is get to Gresty's Waste and feel like I've achieved something and give up. I don't think I will. I think I'm going to carry on and try and see it through today. But just sort of let you into a little bit of a secret that that's where I was kind of heading for, but feeling confident. Now I can see a radio tower right in the distance there. Now I reckon that's Old Pale, or Pale Heights as it's probably on the OS map. That's just 3/4 of a mile past Gresty's Waste. So just to the left of that big tree on the horizon, the radio tower. That's at Delamere Forest, Old Pale. So see if we can get to there. Right, ladies and gents, if you're going to do the Sandstone Trail, especially in the summer months, don't do it in shorts. Luckily I'm not. But I've seen a couple of walkers and a few runners. How the hell they're getting on through Nettle City and bramble cuttings, I really don't know. We've had quite a bit of rain, lots of sun. Let's just say everything's kind of growing nicely, but you definitely don't want to be doing this in shorts. Well, I wouldn't anyway. Right, so we're just south of Gresty's Waste, about a mile. Now there used to be a cafe here. Some of the maps and stuff, it's still showing as it's here, but it's not. So if you're planning on a stop at this tea room, I forget the name of it now, summer tea room or something. Anyway, it's long gone. So we're nearly at Gresty's Waste. Well, we're in Gresty's Waste, I suppose, but we're nearly at the car park. You can probably hear the roar of the road now, because one thing about Gresty's Waste is it's not quiet at all. Quite a steep drop down to a bit of a bridge at the bottom, if I remember. Walk across that, then some steps up to the car park, then you cross the road, and then you're into, I'm sure it's Nettleford Wood, on the south side of Delamere. So we're nearly there, or at least I should say. Yeah, there's a bridge. So I'm gonna have a break at the car park. Feeling a bit tired now. 24 miles or whatever in. So get some fluids in, get some more carbs in, give my feet 10-minute rest, 20-minute rest, and then crack on to Stonehouse Cottage, which has got a tea room, and believe me, it's the best stop on the trail. It's epic. Actually, I'll leave this running as we go through it. Well, these look nice and new. Definitely not charging up any steps today. Pull something, strain something. That's the end of the walk. Not the most peaceful place to stop, is it, this? So, that's the car park. That's where we're crossing. Oh, I'm not stopping here. It's too noisy. We're going a few hundred yards, I think. This road is lethal. Pick your moment and go. You got kids with you, get one adult the other side before you come across. So I've just come past Gresty's Waste about 400 yards ago. So this is the bore. I think that's some sort of reference to the fact that there was wild boar. I think they were hunted here for years and years by local estates. Don't think there's any now. So, just across the road. Delamere is split in the middle really, with a road going through the centre of it. There's a little free car park there. I think it's called Burnside or Burnswood Car Park. Only small, but you get there early, it's free. Ice cream van there today. So we're on the Manley side now, heading towards Manley Hill. There's a bit of a mountain bike track in there, but it's definitely quieter on this side of the forest. Counting down the steps now till Stonehouse Tea Room. Coffee and cake. So we just come over Manley Hill, Delamere, out onto this lane here, and we're just about to go to the cafe, Stonehouse Farm Cafe. Tired legs now, gonna be honest. Doing okay, but we're now 28.5 mile in, so 5.5ish, something like that left. I'll have to get some refreshments here. Get some carbs, get some sugar in. So there we go. Cheers. So, Stonehouse Cottage. Air in the boots. Drying off my socks a bit because they're still wet. Hope my pinky's out. Cappuccino. Bacon and egg on toast. Happy now. So we've left Manley, bit of a road section here. Lovely little view over, I'm not sure if you picks it up on the camera, but there's a view over there to Ellesmere Port and the refinery. Turned into a beautiful afternoon now. Still a good breeze, which is really good, helping to keep cool. But about 5 miles left now. Time are we? 20 to 5, so I've nearly been going 12 hours now. So ETA at the pub in Frodsham is 6:30, and my lift's picking me up at 7, so I can sneak a couple of quick pints in, I reckon. I can't forget my skates on anyway. See you soon. So the last climb up now. So this is going up to Frodsham viewpoint, and it's just a slog up, to be fair. And at 31 miles in, it's taking its toll. But kept my fluids up. Drank more electrolyte. Well, not much of the bloody stuff. I feel like one of the Chemical Brothers. I've had that many jelly babies, I feel like a 5-year-old at a party. But we're nearly there. Feet are not very good at all, but we'll make it. 3 mile left, I think. Whew. Warm in here as well now. Nice place though. Now that's a view. You know what, that'd be a lovely sunset as well there. See, I'm 56 down there. And that's the other side of where we're going. So not far now. That's going to be fun. See you at the top. There's a pub down there. Well, we're nearly there. So that's the last jelly baby going in. And there's a pint of finest ale going in. Yeah, man. So that's it. There we are. Done. Sunny afternoon, eh? So what we on? Strava say 34.1. I'll do, mate. I'm ready for a pint.